right, let's get into TNA Impact for December 11th, 2008.
Cross the line.
Were you crossing the line at the time still, James?
Yeah, I mean, I'm crossed.
Tony, were you crossing the line?
Now, what is crossing the line? Can you define that for me?
I believe it was you had to stop watching WWE.
Yeah,
you have to jump over.
I've been crossed. I'm line.
I was there before the line existed, man.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
TNA ain't make me stop watching WWE. WWE stopped making me watch WWE.
That's true.
Fair enough. That's true.
All right, I'm throwing it over to Johnny now.
Ooh. I'm over here. Hey, how's it going? We got some Observer notes going into this episode. Yes, bringing back the Observer notes here.
That's awesome.
Just a little few things that were going on at the time of December 2008. We're going to the December 9th Figure 4 newsletter from f4wonline.com.
This is Brian Alvarez.
Yes, Brian Alvarez says TNA Final Resolution was a pay-per-view that didn't need to take place.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
You didn't even have to.
Brian Alvarez. I said, I cannot wait to hear him shit on this.
The show was originally scheduled for this coming weekend, but then WWE took that date, and TNA, to avoid going head-to-head, moved it a week earlier, and ended up falling on the same weekend as Oscar De La Hoya versus Manny Pacquiao, in a time where people are still reeling from the economic slowdown. Worse, the TNA show on Thursday was mostly built around the promotion of Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett, which isn't taking place until January. This show screamed, no buys, no buys, tilde, exclamation point.
That's crazy.
And I stand by my prediction of 12,000 buys.
Wow.
Yeah. Not looking too good there.
That's fucked, man.
I mean,
on Alvarez's side of things.
I totally forgot the market crashed in 2008. I totally forgot that's even a thing.
I was too young to even give a fuck about that. I didn't really.
Yeah, I mean, I hit most people pretty hard, I think.
Did it?
Yeah, it was like
I imagine so.
Catastrophic problem. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, the housing market failure or whatever.
No idea.
Really? Wow, it's like a stock market or something.
Yeah, no way.
Not all of us could be born with a silver spoon in their mouth like Johnny, you know.
I was sitting there playing on my action figures. I don't know what's going on, man.
Stock market crash of 2008. Yeah.
Yeah. And that hurt TNA. So really, that sucks. Time to cross the line and stop paying taxes.
True.
I'm crossed.
Oh, no. The December 15th Observer, this is Meltzer here. TNA's final pay-per-view event of the year took place on 12/7 at the company's home base in Orlando, Florida. Show was largely a transition event with no strong marquee matches. The show drew a sellout of 1,200 people in the newly remodeled Impact Zone, coming 3 days after the largest television audience in company history. The crowd started out hot for a high-spot-filled Battle Royal, the annual Feast or Fired match, and it had its ups and downs, but it was not like the crowd at prior Impact Zone tapings that wasn't strong in reacting. It's doubtful that the buy rate was much when you go with an 8-man on top and a transition match.
Was this in the Impact Zone, you said?
Yes. Newly remodeled Impact
Imagine
Zone.
pulling 1,200 people and your gate is 0.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Fuck.
crazy.
No,
that's what it was, right?
Was it? No.
I think it was all free,
tickets,
right?
They were not allowed legally to charge anyone to get into the Impact Zone.
That's crazy.
And yeah, it is actually.
Wait, didn't I paid to go to see one of those shows? What do you
get fucked?
Yeah, destroyed.
2011.
Times changed after Hogan came in, Tony.
Yeah, maybe something changed.
Yeah,
but definitely at the time it was seen as an attraction,
dude.
It was seen as an attraction in Universal, so like your Universal ticket paid for your entrance into the Impact Zone. Same thing with like the Nickelodeon soundstage and shit they used to have back in the day.
Yeah,
see, because when I went, you had to meet by the Blue Man Group, and you couldn't do anything. They had to escort you out there to the venue, and then you could get in.
Don't let Tony in, dude. He's got to pay.
I paid for like a 3-event thing. It was like you'd get the pre-impact, then the pay-per-view, then you get the post-impact taping.
You know, like Tony, it might have been like you didn't pay to like entrance into the place. You paid for, you know, it was like a workaround kind of thing where like maybe
you paid for a
VIP
or something.
Or something.
Oh, because then you get to meet. There was like a meet and greet, and then there was like okay, that's probably what it was. Okay,
which is smart. That's what they should have done.
That's fucked up. They couldn't get money out of that.
That is tough. But I mean, they ran there enough that I imagine it's what James was saying is that they had some kind of, maybe they might have ton off merch and shit like that too or something.
Or they would just get money.
No, you remember I went to TNA or whatever. They didn't even have shirts. I was asking for shirts.
Oh, that's right.
We didn't bring no merch.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Did they get paid by Universal to be there or not?
No, I don't know how it worked, Tony. I just know they got the stage.
They had to have some revenue stream coming in from that, so I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
No, dude. They didn't make money till I showed up, brother.
That's probably true.
In an update of the TNA video game, the latest estimate on the TNA video game is about 425,000 units sold, which is considerably higher than the first estimates. But as good as that may sound, I'm told it's still a disappointing number and well below what Midway in financial peril needed. The internal TNA talk was the numbers were not as good as needed to be, and they recognized Midway was banking a lot of hopes on this game becoming a company savior, and it wasn't. It was noted those high sales numbers include a lot of very early discounted sales, as lots of places cut the price down in a hurry, which indicated full price sales weren't going well. There were plans going in to make an annual franchise, but Midway is $240 million in debt and may be forced to default, according to an SEC filing. So they are fucked. Yeah, they did. So they did. Yeah. They did announce the release of Impact 2 in 2009 as much to make it look like an asset to appease creditors and hold them off from shutting the company down. But sadly, Impact 2 was not enough to stop them from killing the company.
Yeah, they. I remember at the time where they announced TNA 2.
Yes.
And then that lasted for a few years. I remember they, even after Midway defaulted.
I do remember that too.
And they ended up releasing like a little shitty mobile game.
Oh, that game sucked. I hated that one.
Yeah, dude, that was rough.
The DS game was awesome, though. They had crazy stories in that. You get Curryman wins the title and gets abducted by
You get the different
aliens.
outfits.
Yeah, that's
characters.
True. Yeah,
that was like AJX.
No, that was the
PS2.
same. That was the regular Impact
the PS2
game.
version.
Yeah. The DS version was like a whole different game.
Did you play the iPhone one, or the iPod Touch one?
I don't think so. Like the Java one.
That is the all-time best one of ever.
Of all of them.
Of all of them,
wow.
It is fantastic because it's like a turn-based strategy type game, and then you have to do all these weird things.
I wonder if it's because there's a few people that like linked me this Java Impact game that maybe that's the one.
There's like a shittier Java version on like older Nokia phones, but then they have like an iPod Touch game one that was awesome, dude. It ruled, but it's lost forever.
Well, the TNA game also, like around that time, they got delayed like 500 times. That's probably a reason why. The Across the Line, or whatever it was called, TNA Impact, I guess is what it's called. Yeah. But it got delayed so much, and like Midway, probably looking back on it, probably should have just released something and then worked on a new one.
Right.
But I respect the hustle of like trying to make it the best you can and delaying it and making sure that you do what you can. They still had to cut like 500 features out of it.
That's crazy. They had they cut people too, like Jeff Hardy was supposed to be in it, right? And Monty Brown.
Dude, they cut an entire story mode and game types. King of the Mountain got cut. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
Man, that would have been awesome. At least they kept Ultimate X in. They had to keep that in, right? Like,
they had to. They had to put some, man. They had to.
They cut a bunch of animations and stuff too. They cut like a whole bunch of shit. Yeah.
They were in super fucking debt Midway though, huh? Like it said they had 50 days to get 150 million to creditors, and it's not looking good since they only have $10 million in funds to work with. Fuck me, man.
Yeah, and then I'm reading here in 2009. They went to the U.S. District Court in Chicago. They had a lawsuit because they misled shareholders while selling their own stocks.
Holy fuck.
That's beast.
That's Paul Heyman style.
Yeah, sheesh. That's why they were doing a wrestling game.
Yeah, Carnies. You're right. We just let's carny this as much as we can.
Dude, at that time, Midway, the only games they were putting out were like Midway classic games, so you could play like Frogger and like
Mortal Kombat 2 re-released.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't
Midway
have
ruled,
shit
though.
for games.
Midway was awesome. Midway still doesn't who bought out Midway?
TNA sold off Nordic, I think.
Or did they just sell off to a bunch of different
They sold
things?
off a lot of assets, didn't they? Because Mortal Kombat did its own thing, and then...
That's right.
I know THQ Nordic bought a lot of the old properties that Midway had, along with the THQ properties.
Midway was NBA Jam, too, right?
NBA Jam, NFL
All
Blitz.
the arcade stuff, pretty much.
Cruising USA, remember those games?
That's so sick.
Which is insane that they were in debt, because you think that there would be some sort
all these bangers,
drawback, but I guess maybe those were a long time ago, so...
Yeah, that's true.
The arcade was dying, brother.
And then the stock market crashed in 2008.
Sorry about that. I didn't experience it. I'm different, though. WWE dropped its case against Ed Leslie for using the Brutus Beefcake name. The Celebrity Championship Wrestling season is over, and WWE wasn't going to go to court on it, evidently because either they didn't feel like it was worth it or it wasn't winning a case. He has said he's not only free to use Brutus Beefcake, but he can also use Butcher, Zodiac, and Booty Man. Just thought you guys would like to know that he still is able to use all of those.
That's so good that he's able to do that. Booty Man, I'm glad.
I wish WWE had only kept the Booty Man.
Yeah, really?
Can't use that one. Sorry about that. Fuckface.
That's probably like the biggest win of his life, and like WWE's just like, yeah, guess we can't use the Booty Man or whatever.
You know, I was talking to Deb's dad about Brutus Beefcake the other day, and he was like, why did he was a barber, but why did he have such big scissors? Which I didn't have a good answer for him. He just had shears.
He was like Edward Scissorhands.
No way. Why did he just be that?
That's how I always took it. He was like a murderer or something. He wasn't like a...
Holy fuck.
I always took it as like a... Like, oh, he's killing people. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Chopping heads off or something.
Yeah, I guess, okay.
Because he always made that crazy face. And you're like, chop.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he ain't cutting hair with that.
He's cutting necks. Wow. You're right.
Holy
fuck. Okay, fair enough. The big talk coming back from Iraq was an incident between JBL and Joey Styles, of course. It was typical JBL bullying of a guy who he saw as a nerdy type and making fun of him. It was the JBL that younger guys feel they have to endure because retaliating will cost them their job, plus JBL is a rep for being a tough guy and a street fighter, and that rep makes a lot of people back down. According to one eyewitness, JBL was bullying him, pouring drinks on him, and calling him all sorts of names. When he turned his back, Joey jumped him, and caught JBL with a punch that gave him a small cut under the eye that was bleeding like crazy, and JBL was furious. JBL was obviously drinking, and the whole thing was described as a slow build over several days with lots of verbal taunts. JBL also poured a bucket of ice on Lillian Garcia as she was sleeping on the airplane. I don't know why that was included in this. Styles is about 5'7" and JBL is about 6'6". I don't know if Styles still trains or not, but he did lift weights when he was younger and grew up wanting to be a wrestler.
That's the most like figure 4 newsletter ass sentence I've ever heard.
That's fucking awesome. And then there was an update about that on the December 16th Figure 4 newsletter that says, although most probably know the story, here's the gist of the JBL Joey Styles incident. JBL was being his usual bullying self, and Styles was taking the brunt of it. It led to an incident where Styles could take no more, and they actually had to pull apart. As people were separating them, most everyone was concerned with getting JBL away from Styles, since the feeling was JBL was more of a danger to him.
Pull apart.
So Joey, who was not being held back, ended up punching JBL in the face. JBL ended with a black and bloody eye and was upset.
I like to imagine like this never happened, and like someone just like writes their own stories and sends it in. Yeah. Who's gonna fact check this?
You're right.
He just picks somebody like, yeah, Joey Styles. And just so you know, he did used to lift weights like 15 years ago.
He was a weightlifter and he was going to be a wrestler too.
Joey Styles did go to gym class once, and
yeah, that's insane, man.
JBL did not and has not retaliated yet, but he was clearly embarrassed and spent Raw much of by himself in his locker room, dinking around on his BlackBerry is how it was described.
BlackBerry?
Dinking around on it.
Yeah, you know, I'm dinking around all day on my phone.
That's awesome. Joey Styles gave him the business. Punched him in his fucking face. That's sick.
Probably.
Yeah, or not. Yeah, I guess so. Gene Snitsky, who had actually gone to the trouble and expense of having his teeth permanently yellowed for the character, was released last week. No surprise, but that has to suck.
Damn, man. They just went HD this year. And like they just went HD. They did the whole Snitsky gimmick.
His whole angle was he is an ugly freak. Look how ugly and gross he is in HD.
They had him pour oil on his face and rub it in and permanently yellow his teeth. And then said, fuck off, man.
Yeah, this idea sucks. Get rid of this guy. Like it was his fault.
That's crazy, man. That's wrestling for you.
Yeah. And lastly here, Angle just finished work on an indie film called Endgame. which sadly not the one that everyone probably knows, which also features Jenna Maraska of Survivor. According to one article, Angle's character, a serial killer, poses as a detective in order to destroy evidence for a murder, and the tale becomes a cat and mouse police chase. Angle said he loved the role, and the character, and he had been looking for a project he could do that wouldn't interfere with his TNA schedule. He said he was working on another film with this director next year, a horror thriller, which I'm hoping was Wrestlers vs. Zombies.
Oh my God, was that around that time?
I think Pro Wrestler vs. Zombies was like 2011, I think, right?
Wow, yeah, I hope so. That'd be awesome.
So it could have been. Have either of you seen the End Game movie with Kurt Angle as a serial killer?
No, but I found a poster.
Way.
You found a poster?
Yeah, here's a poster of End Game.
Whoa!
What the hell is this,
what
man?
What the fuck did they do to Kurt Angle here?
Yo, I forgot about Jenna Maraska. What the hell?
Jenna Maraska is, God bless her.
When was she in TNA?
She wrestled Charmel.
Yeah, but that was like what, 2000?
That was a couple years before, maybe a year or so before this.
Okay, yeah.
Unless it's a year after this.
Wow. Look at this. This Kurt is the non-gun version. The non-gun version of the cover.
Oh, they took the gun out for the DVD cover?
And look, they put the shirt.
They put a fucking long sleeve on them?
Dude, I thought those were two fishing rods in a skull.
It's the Jackass logo.
Holy shit. What the
golf
hell?
clubs. Yeah.
They put the Photoshop the hand in the pocket, man. They cut his hand off.
You're
That's
right.
crazy looking, man.
His thumb is gigantic.
I don't know what's
there.
happening.
But there you go. That was the what was going on in wrestling around the time. So very exciting things going on.
Now, you remember the movie Saw?
Nah, I can't remember anyway.
Yeah, man.
Shit was good.
That was awesome.
Yo, that is good.
What if Kurt Angle was in Saw?
James Wan is like the man, you know? Like, that's some real shit. You see Malignant?
I did see Malignant.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Malignant's
You never
awesome.
saw Malignant?
Malignant's awesome, man. It's very...
Kurt Angle should have been in Malignant.
I think Kurt Angle would have been great in Malignant. He definitely would have gotten into a fight.
He should have been the back of the head. He should have been old boy. He turned around.
Too.
Yeah!
Oh my God. That would have been so sick. What the fuck?
You guys
doing
ever
Olympic
seen the movie?
slams backwards?
Holy shit.
Yeah, you guys ever seen the movie Bofa?
No, what's Bofa?
What?
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Never heard of it.
Yeah,
no problem.
It must have been Solid 4.
I was just asking. Someone told me to ask about it.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I haven't seen Bofa.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Thank you. All right, let's get on with the show.
TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
Cross the line.
So we get a cold open here. Feast or Fire definitely happened.
Well, kinda. It's happening.
The match happened. The briefcases.
Right. Yes. Well, Final Resolution had just happened, of course.
Nobody watched it from what Brian Alvarez told us.
It sucked, tilde exclamation point.
Kurt Angle gets a rematch with Jeff Jarrett at Genesis in January.
Sorry about that.
And he will also cripple Mick Foley and maybe also into Al Snow.
He's not on this episode at all. So I don't know what the fuck that was about.
I don't know what they were doing. Ain't nobody watched this.
Who the fuck is this guy? And the title of the episode is Angle Gets Jarrett. It's real. It's damn real. Not true.
Well, you know, everybody's doing what everybody's doing.
Everybody doing the same thing. This song is awesome.
It is my destiny.
It is the truth I seek. They got Velvet Sky's ass in here. This was their version of them trying to do the Across the Nation Raw
Yeah, that's
intro.
exactly what it was. They showed the band and everything. I thought that was awesome.
I forgot
Everybody's doing.
Yeah, I forgot they had band shots spliced into it. Yeah. It is the truth I seek.
Dude, TNA has moving graphics.
Awesome.
for the characters on the match cards.
Yeah.
The presentation is actually pretty good here.
Yeah,
it's a little generic
absolutely.
in some spots, but for the most part, they had like at least something moving here.
It was, I mean, the background graphics definitely were just kind of whatever, but yeah, the moving graphic was dope.
And there is a beer bottle on a pole match tonight between James Storm and Abyss.
Of course, because that's a good idea.
Yeah, they actually bury it later. But before we get there, we have to do the main event Mafia Town Hall.
What
do they say?
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out.
Here we are.
You know, the main event Mafia, you looking back on it, it's crazy how many people took TNA being on Spike TV for granted. This is a very like crazy opener to this show, just having all these guys in the ring.
This stable is disgustingly stacked, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you got Booker, Scott Steiner, Kevin Nash, Kurt Angle, Sting. Like, this is a very crazy stable.
They're all in suits. They're all just the mafia, actual mafia. They took it literally.
Kurt Angle had like a crazy line here. I don't even know where he was going with it. He says, it's like they say. Everything is fair in wrestling.
No, yeah.
And anything you do in life. What?
It's all fair in wrestling and anything else you do in life. He was in a different fucking world there.
Booker looked at it like he was fucking high as hell. What the fuck?
Mike Tenay says the world title gives them the political clout that they need. And Booker, I think, is Legends champion here. Is that what that belt is?
That's right. Legends champion. It's his
title.
They changed
it a couple times. But
he introduced it, and it's mine, too.
To be fair, crazy looking fucking belt.
Red strap.
Yeah, crazy.
Very
belt. Turns into the TV title later.
Right, and then Devon leaves with it and then comes back or something.
Yeah, I think Eric Young does something with it later or something.
Goes to Legends, then Global, then TV, then King of the Mountain.
Right,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
King of the Mountain, right. Kurt Angle says that Jeff Jarrett is stupid because I am working for you, you dumbass, and I'm trying to make you money.
I am making money for you. I was happy to leave my former employer, and I envisioned taking this company to the top, but then I got more popular, and you became jealous of me, and I hate you more than I've hated any other boss I've worked for, and we all know who I'm talking about. Of course, he's talking about Joe from McDonald's. All of his previous bosses.
AJ Styles comes out with an Affliction-style brown TNA shirt.
This is crazy.
Into the front of his bedazzled Wrangler bootcut jeans with a necklace with his engagement ring on it. This is a crazy fit.
Kurt had also said, I feel nothing for your three little angels, Jeff, down in Hendersonville or wherever you live.
In hell.
Yeah, but AJ is crazy here, man. Yeah, absolutely fucked look.
AJ says that Jeff Jarrett is the best boss ever, so shut the hell up.
Don't you dare talk about. I'm trying to talk to you, Stink.
As a matter of fact, it's like a Sting. Stink. Why did you cheat against Samoa Joe?
I thought you had honor. Why would you do that? I would never do something like that. I would come down there and I would do it by the books and I would win in front of the whole world as I should. And they cut it shows AJ standing on the ramp and behind him on the Tron is Nash just clapping sarcastically.
So
very
good.
Very shitty clapping about it.
He's got the right way to do things. And there's Kevin Nash in the back nodding, yes.
Everybody doing the same thing. I'll be
Shut
doing
up, AJ.
Damn it.
Kurt's cutoff here was so good. Kurt's
AJ stops
timing
too.
on.
He just completely shuts up.
Yeah, he bitched him out big style.
Yeah.
And then Kurt says, AJ, why don't you come down to the ring, you little bitch? And then Styles says, well, if you get everybody out of the ring, I don't know why you thought that was.
That's a good line. That's a good line, actually.
Yeah. It's a fair thing to ask, Tony, right?
No way. It's the main event mafia. AJ Styles is the dumbest man that's ever existed.
Well, I'm going to do it my way. I'll be doing what I'll be doing. You do what you be doing, bitch.
Who was the dude later? Someone was like, no way I'm leaving. It was somebody backstage in the front line or something.
It was all of them, I think.
Yeah. You want us to leave the arena? We'll get to that later. But Styles comes out and they get out of the ring for a second.
That's good. Of course
he talks to Sting and he said, Sting, you bitch. And then Sting punched him in the face.
Damn it. And then shockingly, all of the main event mafia start whooping his ass and stomping him out.
They're putting the boots to him.
All of them in suits stomping him out.
And then here comes the front line, which is...
Who is the front line?
Eric Young.
Yes.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Rhino.
Devon.
ODB. Consequences Creed is here.
The Motor City Machine Guns.
Samoa Joe, of course.
This is crazy, man.
The front line.
This is fucked up. The front line, you're lucky the front line didn't. If this was like 2 weeks from now, I'm sure the front line comes out and they put the boots to them too. All of them get laid out.
Yeah, probably.
You're right.
Kurt then promises that someone from the front line will be eliminated.
For good.
Like, what does that mean?
That's mafia talk, brudda. You don't know.
You're going to die. No, I don't know.
That's Fortnite talk. You get eliminated from the game.
That's crazy. They ain't about that life.
Chicken wing.
They ain't about that life.
You'll be not alive anymore.
Yeah, Kurt's going to kill you, serial killer style. He's got this movie coming out, and he's got to do the part.
He's got a gun or doesn't.
He's got a gun or his hand in the pocket.
We go backstage. Jeff Jarrett is with Mick Foley and JB Jeremy Borash.
JB Jeremy
Borash here with the executive shareholder and the owner, Mick Foley and Jeff Jarrett. Now I don't know which one was which. I'm assuming
you gotta decide. Well, actually, he gives all of it to Mick Foley anyways in this one. So you know what?
Yeah, dude. Jeff Jarrett in a very red button-down shirt. Mick Foley in a Mick Foley t-shirt. Underneath a 5-year-old Bruce Springsteen hoodie.
Yes, I don't know what the fuck was happening here, man. He just told this dude in a Bruce Springsteen jacket, yeah, you just run the company.
You can run. You got all the stroke.
Oh, my God.
Jeff Jarrett said, from now on, I'm a wrestler. I'm the king of the mountain. I can't lose the Kurt, not only for my career, but for my family. And JB looks at him and says, well, how are you going to do that?
JB was awesome here. Yeah. What do you mean?
And Jarrett says, Mick, you got to step it up. And Mick says, yeah, you're right. All right, my bad. I'm gonna pay the main event mafia a little visit. Jarrett says, from this point forward, you got all the stroke around here. And Mick Foley's very happy about this. He just handed the company over to Mick Foley, hoodie style.
Take it.
Good idea.
Man.
Good idea.
Born in the USA.
So they got Don West and Mike Tenay. They're facing away from the ring now.
I feel like I've seen this shot a lot in GIFs, especially of Mike Tenay's face, but watching it here, it looks like a green screen.
Yeah, this is fucked up. I don't know if they sit away from the ring like that the whole time, but that's crazy.
That's so sick if they faced away from the ring.
Well, that's how they did in WCW. They're just ripping off WCW because, they face away from the ring.
Oh, you know what? That is what WCW did, isn't it?
That's like insane. That's like an arena.
Nah, WCW had its own stage and it looked fucking sweet.
This was just on a platform right next to the crowd.
Crazy.
They were in front of the people.
The entrance ramp is right next to them on the left, and then I
think they just swing around to the front of the table when they do these shots and then go back around.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh,
I get that they.
You know what I think about? On Monday Night Raw, I was at Raw Live before, and I was watching them do like a taping like that where they swing around the.
You didn't
where the desk is up there,
Yes.
Or the desk on the stage, or when they used to have the Raw.
Yes, right next to the ramp.
They swing the camera. They take the desk chairs away, and then they swing the camera around behind the desk, and they're sitting. It's weird. It's like a weird, like the way they did it there in TNA. They do it on WWE sometimes. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I think it's stupid.
It is stupid.
I like the shot. I didn't mind it.
I hated it with all.
Oh yeah, before this they did a AJ Styles cross the line hype video. I think before. This.
Oh my God, there is a lot of videos on this episode.
This is absurd.
There is so many. We'll get there though. Tenay says, "What an episode of Impact HD that is shaping up to be." Impact HD. That's what this is.
Shaping up to be.
Yeah, we don't know anything, bro.
We got a lot of webography videos for you guys here tonight, so enjoy.
Holy
these
fuck!
Yeah,
shaping up HD style. Gene Snitsky is coming.
From what they show a video package here of Sheik Abdul Bashir. He was the X Division champion. I'm assuming at the last pay-per-view he lost it.
I think he won it.
He won it and then lost it in the same day or something.
Immediately, yes, because he attacked referee Shane Sewell. He got himself involved by kicking Sheik Abdul Bashir's hands when he was holding the rope, and he got pinned or something like that. No, maybe he didn't.
Yeah, so Eric Young ended up winning via DQ or something like that.
That's right, because he fucks the ref up, and I think he has the title. Yeah,
their great fucking idea for this whole thing is let's just take the title away from him and then put him in a tournament, even though he just got stripped from the title.
They take the title off of Sheik Abdul Bashir at the show, like security and stealing, ripping
Jim
the title.
Cornette takes the title from him and says, "This title's mine now."
And they take it out of his hands and everything. Shane Sewell's bloodied up referee. Jim Cornette says there's going to be a tournament to decide a new X Division champion. And then they showed the bracket. One of the matches is Chris Sabin versus Guru. Is Guru Sanjay Dutt?
That's Sanjay, the Guru. Yeah, he was the Guru.
This is, looking back on it, it's insane that TNA never hired anybody that watched any of these dudes wrestle outside of TNA. Yeah. I don't think anybody ever saw any of the stuff they did outside TNA. They just know that they were good.
They just knew they were in the X Division, so they had to be able to wrestle.
Right, and because some of the booking is crazy. Because you could have had any of these guys at any point go out there and you could have 8-10 minutes or something. They could have had something that was really really good. Every single fucking week. Every single week. You had 50 guys in the X Division. Every single fucking week.
Look at this tournament. Yeah,
no way. They were booking them like WCW main event heavyweights or something. Like these matches were like really like put together so crazy.
There's one later that I'm like super confused about. We'll talk about it though. But yeah, so there's a tournament now. Sheik Abdul-Bashir beat up a referee and now he's not champion, but he's in the tournament, by the way.
That makes sense, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So backstage, Motor City Machine Guns are backstage with Lauren.
Yes.
Alex Shelley, they are heels here, by the way.
They are the bad guys.
Which is insane, actually.
Yeah, well, you know.
Alex Shelley is wondering what the hell is going on around here. They're getting attacked by video game characters.
Because Suicide attacked them at the pay-per-view, I believe. He did he flew in on the Shawn Michaels gimmick and attacked them and beat them up. He says, well, how do we prepare for that? A cheat code? He says, I'm making it my quest to become the X Division champion. You know why? Because Detroit needs heroes.
Dark
Savior. He will save you. That's a crazy line. Dark Savior, he will save you.
It is crazy.
I don't know if I can find the lyrics.
His name is Suicide. He comes to the ring, kicks your ass, and then points two guns at his head.
Here we go.
Crazy,
Coming Alive by Adam Skaggs. He's coming 7 times.
He's coming. He's coming.
He's coming. Suicide comes alive, takes the pain from all who catch it, and just can't see the light. Dark Savior, he can save you. He'll take the nail and be the one they crucify.
He's coming. That part is so crazy, man.
Oh, I love this part. His dreams of fear become tangible, physical, electrical. Wow.
He's from the video game.
I saw that one in the video game.
I didn't realize they crucify him in the song. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
wow.
Suicide, you know.
That's awesome. I don't remember that. There was no Tony. I played that story mode. Suicide does not get crucified in that fucking game.
That was in the part they took out. I think it was supposed to.
Didn't put the cheat code.
There was the PS2 version.
Yeah, the X version of Suicide.
X, yeah.
Suicide X. So we got Sheik Abdul-Bashir versus Eric Young.
This match had a USA chant, by the way.
You know Earl Hebner.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, American Male.
And Hebner don't take shit from nobody, is what they said on commentary.
Oh, is it Sheik from like Chicago or something?
No.
He's from Minneapolis.
He is, yeah.
We love Sheik.
USA.
Eric Young is so fucking good at this point, man. He's like the perfect TV wrestler.
He's not afraid of pyro or losing his job anymore, so he has job security, and he's not afraid of the housing market
baby.
as well. That's true. Yeah. Dude, Sheik Abdul-Bashir comes out here with a bloody towel on his head. Like, what? That's how they described it. Like his
That's
fucking
from the pay-per-view. It's the one that
because he bloodied up Shane Sewell. I was like, this is a crazy.
It would have been. It would have hit a little better if it wasn't Shane Sewell's blood.
Yeah, you're right.
If it wasn't just the refs.
Samoa Joe didn't get over by just beating up fucking referees.
Shane Sewell.
Yeah, it was like Daniel's blood on Joe's towel. So it was always like cool.
You're right.
Eric Young is so good, man. He's great. He takes a kick in the corner straight into a credit card on the ropes. That just gets the heat started.
Yeah.
He's just bumping like crazy for Sheik here, man. He looks fucking great.
They say on commentary Shane Sewell has been suspended for 2 weeks with pay, and Sheik Abdul-Bashir was fined.
That is crazy. He's been suspended for 2 weeks with pay.
He is taking a 2-week vacation is really what
That's awesome. Can I get suspended from Deadlock with pay?
No way.
With pay?
With pay.
You're crazy.
Please. Who do I got to beat up?
They say Sheik Abdul-Bashir was fined, but they don't say how much.
This doesn't what is the angle here? So he comes back and kicks Sheik's ass.
Probably. Yeah, I think
he becomes a worker, right? Doesn't he become like a wrestler after that?
I think he eventually becomes a worker. Let me take a look. I will do my due diligence and look real quick.
I know he does.
There was some really cool shit in this match, though.
Yes.
EY does a double Irish whip into a discus lariat, which is insane. Literally grabs him from the center, Irish whip into the corner. He comes back out, Irish whip into the other corner. He comes back out, discus lariat.
That is fucking so sick. Oh, okay, here we go. Sewell was kayfabe fired as an official after another confrontation with Bashir. However, as part of the confrontation, Cornette announced that Sewell would be hired as a wrestler and face Bashir at Genesis, which Sewell won. And then he was allowed, apparently, even Wikipedia doesn't understand, Sewell apparently was allowed to officiate matches again. As on the Impact following Genesis, he officiated Hernandez's disqualification loss against Sting.
They probably needed an extra ref. Fuck, we don't have one. Shane, get in there.
What?
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Oh, and he also got a Legends title shot at Against All Odds, I think.
Well, we've talked about this dude on the show before.
Yeah,
We've talked about this guy.
Booker, yeah.
Booker and Shane Sewell? What the hell?
Sheik goes off the ropes. EY catches into a Death Valley driver.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Okay. How it ended up was cool, but there was definitely a camera cut here.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take
it happens.
It was funny because my TNA goes, it looks just like the TNA video. Oh, wait, no, this wasn't the spot. I wrote that down.
Yes, that's later.
I wrote that down. I said he's playing a TNA video game. Because that was like the
reversal. That was the only move, yeah.
You're right. That is one of a few reversals. That or the standing switch German suplex.
Yeah, and it's a big bump on that one, too.
It is. It always looked dope. Yeah.
Those are cool. Yo, you know what? I was thinking about it right then. The spot that he calls the video game spot is the suicide part.
Is the finisher.
And it, oh my God. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
That's why that shit only saw 450K.
That looked like shit. AJ, you did that?
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah, he gloms Earl Hebner from behind, and then Eric Young hits Sheik with a Northern Lights suplex with the bridge and just wins. No fast count or anything.
Dude. How fucking sweet was that Northern Lights?
It was very fucking cool, but I don't remember Eric Young ever winning with it other than this.
I don't remember Eric Young ever winning, so this was pretty cool.
That is
true. Yeah.
Dude, this was awesome. EY was both these guys are really good here.
It's a solid match. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and it's like, damn, what are y'all doing with a referee angle or something? Like, what are y'all doing? Like,
go out there and you fucking get heat on the referee, damn it.
What the hell, man? That's crazy.
Sheik chases Hebner out of the ring, and Hebner raises Eric Young's hand on the ramp and looks very happy.
He gets the fuck out of there. Woo!
Yeah. Screwjob style.
Backstage
it wasn't even a fast count, though. Like,
yeah, you're right, but he's still pissed off. I hate you, referee.
Why is Sheik upset? It's his fault he lost.
That's what I'm saying. First of all, why is he upset about that? Why are you pushing Earl Hebner? And what are you, like, whatever. Get the win. Get the fuck out of there.
Fuck off.
Backstage segment, Bubby Ray Dudley is giving a speech to the front line.
Oh, my God.
Bubby tells Samoa Joe he is one of the last real tough guys in wrestling.
All the rest of these guys, warriors.
Everybody else in this room, you are not tough guys.
Yeah. Money Vava is going to take out one of us. We're not going to wait. We're going to take the fight to them. And ODB says, what the fuck are you going to do? And Bubby says, first, you going to pass that thing, or are you going to hog it all yourself? And she hands him the flask, and he takes a sip, and he sells it. He says, I'm going to go to the ring now. I'm drunk.
There's very weird energy here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they ever do anything with ODB and Bubba, but they.
No, I don't think so.
I
think
feels
he's just
like
putting it over,
He's
That's very weird. Yeah, it definitely felt weird. Bubby says he's going to go give an offer to Kurt Angle.
Great.
Oh yeah. Also, he says AJ Styles is the future of this business. By the way, he's been like world champion.
He's the Grand Slam Triple Crown
He's
TNA
been in the company
champion
for fucking 7 years.
He's on every title, won every championship.
Episode 1, he's on. It's 7 years ago.
Dude, 10 minutes ago, there was a video package that said he is the Grand Slam Triple Crown. He's done it all.
You are a future star.
Said you're the future of the business.
Ray Dudley is telling AJ Styles he's the future stars here. That's crazy, man.
You got potential kid.
That's crazy.
AJ should be like, what the fuck? I won every title already in this. I
am We go backstage again because we actually never leave backstage this whole show.
There is at least a half hour of us continuously going backstage.
The numbers must have shown something back then that we obviously don't know, but like TNA was so against giving matches time on TV. Like they were like,
you know what I think? I honestly think it ended up like this. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like they taped the wrestling and then they figured out how much time they had left. So they did like backstage segments later. And then they figured out like, oh, we got to put this webography. We got to put this shit in here because we got to make a TV show.
Like I feel like that's
usually
how
they do it.
I feel like that's usually the opposite problem wrestling shows have. Like they usually have to cut things for the matches, not try to fill in stuff because the matches are short.
Yeah, the way they fill in those like webographies and like the cross the line videos made me feel like
all fucking dog shit.
That was just filler because they didn't have anything.
Oh, it absolutely was filler. There's no way. I mean, if they padded it out like that was the plan from the start. We just have all these fucking bullshit videos in here. They are fucked up, man.
Dude, I mean, I remember. On My World, they were talking about. He's like, Jeff was like, wrestling didn't draw ratings, but it's like, y'all didn't even give it a chance. Y'all didn't even like You know what I mean? Like you didn't give the audience a chance to even like any of the wrestling.
That's what TNA was. It was wrestling. It was like the alternative to WWE.
We are wrestling. Just kidding.
We are not.
We are doing the same thing.
We are.
I mean, if you look at it, and they're drawing the same ratings, what does it matter? You know what I mean? I guess
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had their dedicated audience.
Sure. I was watching for sure.
1.0, 1.1, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you, if you're a wrestling fan back then, it was hard to not want to watch. I mean, just look at the main event Mafia, like AJ Joe. There's a lot of talent here. Even if it wasn't like, there's a bunch of bullshit on TV most of the time. There's still like talented guys
Hell
there.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. It's just, great. It's just looking back on it, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, looking back on it, it's even crazier. Yeah. Like, y'all are crazy. I don't know what was going on in 2005, but y'all were...
This roster was stacked, bro. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, the WWE TNA roster was crazy.
There's no WWE 2008 was killed wrestling.
I gotta look at that roster, man. Full roster.
2007 killed it for me, man.
Yeah, that's fair. SVRO8 is the worst game ever.
Yeah, bad fucking year.
Yes, we go backstage. JB Jeremy Borash has an exclusive TNA mobile bulletin to send to your mobile phones right now. Text the letters TNA to 81676, and I will tell you Jay Lethal's picking as his tag team partner and some late-breaking, scandalous news.
He was always the TNA mobile guy.
He was. Either that or SoCal Val.
There was a rib one time where, like, Jay Lethal got, like, a call from Macho Man, and he was like, I really like your gimmick, brother. But he didn't know if it was Macho Man because everybody does the Macho Man fucking voice. So Jay Lethal told JB to tell people on TNA Mobile that Macho Man called and said it was cool to use the gimmick. But he didn't actually know if it was the Macho.
That'd be even better if it wasn't.
Because apparently at the time,
what the fuck?
Apparently at the time, Jay Lethal would do that a lot. He would call people with the Macho Man gimmick and say he was the Macho Man.
That's awesome. That's what I do too. I do that now.
So that's like
we should start DPW Mobile where you can get in. Who's going to be Jay Malachi's partner?
Yeah,
I think ours would probably be a little different. Just be us yelling, G.
Y'all gotta hop on this. DPW on demand.
Chicken wings. That's on DPW Mobile. $1 a minute.
Watch Tony do the chicken wing dance for $1.
Chicken wings.
And you can get it as your wallpaper of my ass.
That'd be awesome.
But JB is outside the locker room of the main event Mafia, and Mick Foley comes out laughing. And JB said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Mick Foley says, "Man, I forgot how much I like those guys. What a good group of guys. They're just misunderstood."
That's awesome.
Kurt said something about something. He legitimately says that. Kurt said something about something, but I was just thinking about the good times.
Yo, Booker T said so. Booker T said something to Mick Foley. Mick Foley goes, yeah, the neck bones." What the? We go backstage. The beautiful people in Kip James are with Sarah Palin.
This is crazy. This is all you can figure out to do with fucking Daphne. You could only figure out to fucking do Sarah Palin, man.
Lauren says there is no fucking way this is Sarah Palin.
Are you jealous, Lauren, that we're hanging out with her? By the way, Cute Kip is also here. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I said Kip James.
Oh, did you? Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
He's
Cute Kip at this point.
He's Cute Kip at this point.
Yes, please get it right. I don't want you to disrespect.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, guys, Sarah Palin was crazy at this time in 2008, man.
What
SNL was all over that.
People were, down crazy in 2008, man.
I saw a
video
of her.
Sarah Palin is so sexy. You saw what?
She was on Impact. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. And SNL. She was all over SNL, too.
Who was Sarah Palin in that video? Was it Angela White?
It was Lisa Ann.
Lisa Ann, wow. Lisa Ann was the Angela White before Angela White.
You're right.
Yeah, Lisa Ann's crazy.
She was, listen, man, if Lisa Ann meant anything, she'd be on WWFparties.com, and that's all I got to say about that.
So Lisa Ann says, what y'all doing?
Angelina says, not only that, dog breath. I don't know what the fuck she was talking about, Lauren, I think. The governor is considering naming the beautiful people a part of her cabinet. And Sarah Palin says, you two can't go to the White House dressed like that. You would give the old goons at the Senate a heart attack. But I brought some of my personal suits, and we'll give you a makeover. So let's go try them on right now.
They look pretty fine. I feel like their outfits
were just wearing skirts.
It must have been 2008 crazy.
Yeah, well, Angelina Love, after running down the interviewer here and acting like an asshole, we have a webography of Angelina Love to really humanize her here for everybody.
Wow. Okay.
This is the most boring shit ever, bro.
This is rough, man.
Let me run down for you, Johnny. You got it.
You know what, Tony? I would love for you to tell me about Angelina Love.
So what would Angelina Love be doing if she wasn't wrestling? You know,
crack.
She hated being a personal trainer at the gym.
Not
but
crack,
she would probably be doing that.
Oh,
she'd be a personal trainer at a gym,
even though she hated it. Okay. Her favorite movie is horrors. She likes horror movies. The Devil's Rejects.
Awesome.
The Devil's Rejects, yeah. Good choice. I would choose House of a Thousand Corpses.
That's right. She said, I'm a huge horror movie freak. I love Devil's Rejects and Billy Madison and Anchorman.
Billy Madison, Anchorman, and action, and I don't do girly movies.
Those are horrifying.
Her favorite music is alternative rock music, of course. She likes Atreyu, Korn, Linkin Park, all that.
She likes Atreyu, which is a very 2008 band.
That is true. Avenged Sevenfold was also on that list, I believe.
What does she want out of life? She wants to be happy.
Okay. Yeah, amen to that, brother. They show a random picture of her and Rhino at a bar. I think that's just that's me happy as well.
That's her being happy. Where's your favorite place to travel? Boston, New Jersey, New York, Toronto.
Hate Boston and Jersey and New York.
And her favorite hero, Cyndi Lauper and Shawn Michaels. Hell yeah! One more for the good guys.
Get fucked, James.
Yeah, I wrote down here, Angelina Love never had any matches in Japan. That seems very weird. And then I wrote down her favorite wrestler is Shawn Michaels, ... Never mind you, you're not going to Japan.
Hey, she did wrestle in Toronto. Toronto.
She wrestled in Toronto. She's from Toronto, ain't she?
Yeah, she is. She's from Canada.
No, don't you tell me that. Her one wish is that every little girls have puppies.
What?
Puppies No, just kidding. My wish is for everyone to be happy. That's what she said. That's what she literally said. I'm not even making that up. I wish every little girl had puppies. Okay. Now I wish.
That's fucked up.
No.
That's fucked up, Angelina.
She said she wants everybody to be happy. That's her wish.
Me too, man. Yeah, me too.
Happy. Yeah. Okay, there it is.
Great.
Brutus Magnus is coming.
He is a modern-day gladiator, born to compete.
Born to compete.
He is Brutus Magnus in a hoodie.
And he is going to single-handedly ruin our New Japan relationship.
Brutus Magnus is here to suck ass.
In the Batman font, by the way. The Batman
font, yeah, you're right.
Whatever font.
So we get Alex Shelley versus Black Machismo.
This is the match I was talking about earlier, where they just had, where I feel like probably James is also talking about, where they just had no idea what they had here.
Yeah, absolutely fucking not. I can't even believe they let them have this match.
Jay Lethal's theme is so crazy here. It's awesome.
He gets fucking pyro and shit. Yeah. Big deal here.
Yeah, awesome.
He also has the bell rings.
He has the briefcase, yes, until the bell rings, which they don't even get like a real start. Like Shelley just jumps him before the bell. That's how much time they have here. Not even 5 minutes, I imagine.
Fuck, dude. If
I was listening to My World, and they were talking about Dutch Mantell getting super pissed off at Alex Shelley in like 2007.
Why?
Because they had Shelley do like a 5-minute TV match. And he spent like 3.5 minutes doing European chain wrestling on TV, and Dutch Mantell got so fucking pissed off. We put you on TV, and you do that.
Sorry, bro.
Save that for the pay-per-view.
Damn,
Which,
bro.
I mean, you know.
There's no way Alex Shelley had a guaranteed spot on the pay-per-view, man. He was probably just trying to do his shit.
Yeah, I know.
They were doing like 8-man fucking fuck fests on the pay-per-views most of the time. They're like, we also have Austin Aries and all these guys too, so... Yeah, different era. But anyways, literally nothing in this. Nothing happens.
Dude,
Sabin gets involved.
Well, does he even get involved? Because I feel like Lethal attacks him first.
Yeah, you're right. He gets up on the apron and then he said, "Fuck you, man."
Yeah, Lethal does a handspring back elbow to Shelley, which is cool, Tajiri style. Lethal gets thrown to the ropes. He ducks a line and then suicide dives Sabin on the outside, who has just been doing nothing. I thought that was very fucking mean. Lethal goes to get back in the ring. Shelley kicks the ropes into his cock and balls and hits him with the air raid crash for the win. That is the whole match.
Fuck, man.
I didn't cut anything.
I think TNA. I wrote down here that I was talking because we talked about it a little earlier.
Yeah,
I think TNA kind of missed the boat with wrestling matches. I feel like a lot of people that tuned into TNA would have been more forgiving on them getting a little more time on TV. I don't think maybe like the main and stuff. The main always got more time on TNA.
Sure,
but the X Division guys, they were so dead set on. There's no way possible that anyone would light the X Division guys for just the wrestling. Like, there's just no way.
Got to give them a gimmick and all that bullshit, I mean, sometimes it does work out. Like, Jay Lethal getting over with the Macho Man thing is obviously an example of it. It does work if you give somebody, like, a fucking weird gimmick. But, like, Sanjay Dutt probably could have done more than just be Guru and not on the show. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they talked about it on My World too, where Conrad, like, pretty much just grilled him about it. He said, so you guys thought that you had to give all these guys characters, and do you think that anybody came out better for it? And Jarrett goes, what? Do you think that anybody came out better for this? And he said, well, Jay Lethal did. He said, how about anybody else? And he said,
what? I was say the example is always Jay Lethal.
Jarrett said, well, I'll let the audience tell me what they think.
Decide that
one. Which is, they definitely could have. If you have an X title tournament, there's a certain aura that goes around that.
Especially a tournament is meant for your wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there was a time. Do you remember? It was around 2011, 2012. Where they were bringing in like Jack Evans and shit, and like they were doing some shit.
They that was when the Bucks showed up, I think, too. Generico did a dark match and shit.
They had like a general idea of what they wanted the X Division to be, even if it wasn't
some of those. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I felt like that was probably the biggest time for them. That was around the time Aries was having his year run,
right,
before going for the world title. And there was like Aries single-handedly, I don't care what anybody says on this, Aries did in that year single-handedly carry TNA. That was Aries'
that run
year.
Was fucking awesome. Yeah.
I mean, Bobby Roode was doing really, really good shit with the world title, but all his matches always came down to a gimmick at the end. Aries was having straight up bangers every time he wrestled.
He's just a weird bastard.
Why? Aries?
What the fuck, man?
Why?
Why, bro?
Why do you have to be like that, man? God damn it. Because they were bangers. But the him aside too, the X Division at that time, they had like Evans on the show all the time. They had Johnny Yuma coming through, and like guys were doing really fun stuff. Jigsaw was on the show. He was super over.
Trent was there too. Yeah.
Yeah, they were all getting super over just
Kenny
for
King
matches.
Was doing shit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So to say that like there wasn't a time even a few years earlier that guys wouldn't have tuned in just to see the X guys getting a few more minutes.
It's crazy. Yeah, no
ludicrous.
Way. Yeah.
But anyway, Saban after the match calls out Mick Foley afterwards and tells him to give the briefcase with the tag title shot to us now.
You better give it you've been able to do something that TNA Knockouts have been trying to do for months. You screwed the Motor City Machine Guns. Now, Angelina Love didn't say anything about that in her webography, so I don't know if I believe that. Sorry about that.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
He said, waddle down here, fix this, and do not make us come back there because you won't like what happens if we do. And then lights go out. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Suicide flies down on the fucking gimmick, spins backwards to get into the ring. Crazy bastard.
Footwork is crazy.
Who's this time? Is this Frankie?
I don't know. Whoever this was, I don't know because we had an appearance from a man later on.
There is, yes, true. That's true. But he couldn't, made double duty.
God, that'd be crazy. You don't get any extra pay either, dumbass.
You don't get regular pay, let alone extra.
Whoever it was, footwork was insane. He looked like everything was so timed up great until it's time to do the DOA.
He is rocking here. James is not like that. He is bumping, perfect kicks. He takes them all out, and then he's going for the finisher. And Mike Tenay is very excited here. James, what does he say?
That's the DOA.
I saw that in Impact, the video game.
That's the video game.
That's the move. Which, if you have not seen this move in the video game, it is obviously a lot harder to pull off in real life because he would jump on your back, Yoshi Tonic style, I'd have to say, but he would like sit on your back. So you'd be bent over. He's sitting on your back. He does the gun taunt, and then he would just fucking crush you with a Yoshi Tonic. Is really what it ended up being here. And that's what he attempted here. And no way.
No. I thought Chris Sabin got injured big style.
He does a sunset flip and almost necks Chris Sabin on the bottom rope with him. This is scary shit here. Yeah. I saw it in a video game, Impact.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was Kazarian. That was originally Kazarian, yeah.
Kazarian's awesome. So that's
Kazarian portrays him until he gets injured, and then Daniels takes over.
Why didn't they give him like a DDT finisher?
Well, I wonder if when they did the video game thing, if that was always meant to be like we are going to do this character because it's going to be a real character in real life or not. Like, because if in regards to that finisher, I imagine they came up with it after, and that's why they just said, oh, fuck, we got to figure out how to do this.
What was the suicide solution? Because it was like an impossible.
Oh, wasn't it was that a sliced bread?
I don't know. Suicide solution was he started in a DDT, grabbed him under like he was going for, like he basically puts himself in an overdrive position.
What?
He does.
He puts himself in an overdrive position.
Yeah,
what
here
the
it is,
fuck?
Johnny, if you want to see. He puts him in overdrive and
then flips him.
And flips him on there. Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, is it like a... Stop this. Why would he do that? That's insane, bro. Wow, that gives me hard PTSD. That's crazy.
Yo. Someone's got to do this to Josh Fuller, bro. Hit Josh Fuller with a suicide solution.
We'll call it the suicide solution.
That's the move from the TNA the video game. We'll call it just like that on commentary, too.
Dude, he really does just put him in an overdrive.
Give me the overdrive. No. All right. That is insane.
That's crazy, man.
Holy shit.
Fuck, I hate that I saw that.
Oh my God. I might take this move.
No, come on, man.
Dude, this move is sick.
You can do anything else. You can figure it out.
I can do a lot of things with that position, man.
You can take a lot of things with that position, too. That's the fucking scary part.
That's so sick.
That's
Holy
crazy.
Shit. So after that, we go backstage for the next 45 minutes. We start off with Abyss and Matt Morgan backstage with Lauren.
Yes.
Of course, this is to hype up the beer bottle on a pole match later between James Storm and Abyss.
And Matt Morgan is very confused. He does not know. He said, "What is wrong with you? Why? Since when do you drink?"
Yeah, basically, he's just like, you are stupid as fuck and your booking sucks and holy shit, they ruined you.
This is dumb as hell and you are looking real dumb today.
And then he says, why even drink? You even drink like that, bro? And Abyss says that he was tricked because he was told that the person knows where the drunken clam is. I had to double take for a second. I said, the drunken clam.
Well, I heard it too, and then we drove it home by saying, the drunken clam told me where it was, and I can introduce me to Peter and Quagmire.
He said Peter and Quagmire and Cleveland. Cleveland's the third one you go to, not Joe. That's crazy,
Cleveland's
man.
here, bro.
Cleveland left the show to make his own show. Joe was there the whole time. He was not a part-timer. So Matt Morgan says, that is just a TV show, you dumb bastard.
Said, it's just make-believe, man.
No fucking way. I've seen them. And I see them every week.
That's why James started drinking too. To find the
this is genuinely just fucking Deadlock all the time.
Abyss is Deadlock.
I watch them on TV every week. Man. Are you telling me they're not real? Matt Morgan says, of course they're not real. You have to stop being so gullible. Tonight, no more games. You take them out, motherfucker.
Abyss watches Family Guy as his gimmick. This is crazy.
He wants to go to the Drunken Clam.
With Peter and Quagmire and Cleveland. It is 2008, bro. You better put Joe in the sentence. You are crazy.
And, just to let you know how much of a piece of shit heel James Storm is, we're going to go to the TNA Rough Cut where we talk about James Storm upbringing and talk about his family life and how he had a hard time growing up and he really loves wrestling.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
I genuinely wrote, they talk about he grew up on a farm and he shot guns and he had a dog and he had a cow and, he loved wrestling.
He had long hair forever. You see that? He was great.
Yeah. And I wrote, is James Storm a face here? He's not.
No way.
Yeah, no.
My favorite thing here actually is James Storm took a picture with the TNA booker, Dirty Dutch Mantel, and then the booker said, "You better put that picture in this Q&A."
You better put that, and you better put that cowboy hat back on. Don't you ever think of taking that off?
So I guess he won a state championship in high school wrestling. I feel like anyone that ever high school wrestle is a state champion somehow. Kevin Thomason is a wrestling promoter, and he says James Storm is a good wrestler. Which who am I to double guess? Kevin Thomason.
You think Kevin Thomason was paying James Storm back then?
He's probably paying him a lot.
Cow shit.
I paid him good.
Multiple dollars.
James Storm said, "This is where we used to run shows." And then it immediately cuts to a beer bottle on a pole match.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
So the beer bottle on the pole, by the way, it is a ice bucket, ice inside of it, one single full beer bottle inside the bucket. That is
I thought that was,
you're keeping it cold. I like that.
I thought it was a good prop, yeah.
Sure. Well, of
Dude,
course.
This is insane. Kevin Thomason said James Storm has everything that you need for a good wrestler. He has good mat work. He does crazy stuff. It showed clips of him doing tope suicidas and whooping people's ass. And then it immediately cuts to a beer bottle on a pole match where he is the heel.
He is the heel,
This is insane.
Donwa says James Storm has an advantage because he can find a beer anywhere. Well, thankfully for James Storm, it is in a very crazy location, right where you would think it would be.
Yeah, how does that help you?
He can find a beer anywhere, even where we told him it is.
Even in
Did
the
the thing
fridge.
say beer bottle?
The beer said beer bottle.
What the fuck? Beer bottle, branded beer bottle. This is
James
crazy.
Storm beer bottle beer.
Yes,
right?
of course.
Holy shit, man. So no draft.
Sorry about that.
Also, James Storm comes out with a beer bottle. Isn't that like a conflict of interest in this beer bottle on a pole match?
Well,
He already won the match.
yeah, you're right. Breaking the rules.
I don't know. Fuck. Fuck.
Anyway, she was a very good wrestler.
He did that
before TNA. He was good before TNA, we promise.
Yeah, after TNA, it's a whole different story.
Crazy style, man. So this match is... What was the point of this damn match?
It is actually disgusting. This fucking match. So they do a bunch of bullshit. They brawl in the crowd and all. And then Storm hits Abyss with a super kick. And he climbs up and he grabs the beer bottle. Now... I guess it wasn't until this point where I realized, I was like, oh, okay, so James Storm is the only one that can use this beer bottle now because he went up and got it. Well, he drinks the beer. He goes to hit Abyss with it. Abyss hits him with a black hole slam. There's beer pouring all over the canvas.
Johnny.
And then Abyss picks it up, and he could just use it.
Johnny. This is the worst match of all time. Whoever booked this had no idea what was going on.
Why is this allowed?
It's on a pole. It's on a pole, man.
Why didn't he just let him go up and get it and then just do what he
Now,
did?
if I had 3 guesses on who booked this, I'd probably get on the first one.
It's crazy.
On a pole. It's on a pole.
Tony, it's not even the worst part. I was offended by this. That Abyss can just use it. Fine. I will take that. What the fuck ever. The match doesn't make any sense. Abyss goes to use the beer bottle. Miss Jacqueline gets in the ring and steals the beer bottle out of Abyss's hands and then runs away with it. She runs up the ramp and runs into Matt Morgan, who is on the ramp. She throws her hands up and yells, "No!" Which I thought was very
crazy.
funny.
That is crazy.
It was like a true, she thought her life was ending. No!
Insane soundbite here.
She then turns around, jogs back down the ramp, goes under the ring to hide. Matt Morgan finds her somehow, picks her up by her armpits, and then he gets low blowed by Robert Roode, who then grabs a chair, hits Abyss in the head with the chair, who is checking on... You know what? I don't know what he was checking on. Why did Abyss look outside the ring?
Because there's a lot going on, okay? There's a lot going on.
There was no one
he
outside.
thought he was at the Drunken Clam. Obviously.
I was like, oh, maybe he's going to go help somebody, but he is... Everyone on the outside, I guess Matt Morgan, maybe?
Yeah, he's looking at Matt Morgan, probably.
Roode, he goes under the rope to look outside the ring. Roode nails him with a chair. He hits him with a chair. James Storm pins him. They don't even use the beer bottle in the match. What the fuck? What the fuck was this?
I genuinely have no idea. The beer bottle in a pole match with the chair.
And nobody, with the chair, and nobody uses the bottle. They use it after the match, but like, what the fuck?
But it doesn't matter because it was on a pole because you could use it in the match.
Yes.
After the match, you could use whatever you want because it's not a match.
You can use the bucket.
They should have used the bucket. What the hell?
Should have.
Holy shit.
So after the match, fucking Storm and Root are stomping out Abyss. Matt Morgan very slowly makes the save. He goes to hit the elevator on Rude. Storm hits Matt Morgan with the beer bottle. And then Abyss comes in and makes the save with a chair. And a doctor is checking on Matt Morgan. And Abyss starts shoving and hitting the doctor.
This is insane.
Did the doctor bring in a bloody towel? Because I don't think Matt Morgan was actually bloody before
you know what?
the towel
I think you're right. I think he did,
He brought in a bloody towel. Oh, my God.
This was unbelievable how fucking stupid this match was.
This is fucked up, man.
Why'd you do this to my man, Abyss, man?
You got Abyss. I mean, Bobby Roode, James Storm, and Abyss are three of the best TNA wrestlers of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
legendary
what we're doing.
TNA wrestlers, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
It is fucking crazy.
So we go backstage at the main event Mafia.
JB, Jeremy Borash, is with Sting. And he says, Sting, what are your thoughts on the accusations made by AJ Styles? You know, you're talking about honor. And Nash says, whoa, what? He let his teammate get hit in the balls? If I didn't do it, they would have done it. Devon, Brother Ray, Rhino, the rest of the children, they got to taste their own medicine. And JB, I've heard you playing for the other team. The front line. And Steiner grips JB and says, the front line! They say you here? Thankfully, before JB gets killed, Brother Ray is on the way to the ring, somehow in the same exact outfit that AJ Styles came out in earlier.
What the fuck? That was a Brown Bag special t-shirt.
What the fuck? So Brother Ray is in the ring all by himself. He says, I want to talk to you all by myself, man to man. And Kurt Angle comes out. And Brother Ray says, I'm going to keep this as short as possible. There's a lot of potential for broken bones and we could kill each other. The front line will never sleep until we rid the main event Mafia of TNA. Or the opposite. TNA of the main event Mafia.
Yes. Yeah, sorry about that. Or another.
Sorry about that. The fans chant TNA and Bobby Ray says, I like hearing the people chant that. And then they chant, you suck. And he says, I like hearing them chant that even better. It's probably because he's just used to them saying it.
Kurt Angle is just staring. I don't even know if he's looking at Bubba Ray in this. I'm just trying to figure out where he's at.
He's trying to figure out that line from earlier.
What did I say that time?
He says, right here in this ring, you tell the main event Mafia to leave the building, and I will tell the front line to leave. And we've known each other for a long time. My Olympics gold medalist friend.
He does say that.
He says, what do you say? And he extends the hand, and Kurt shakes it. So we have a match. Kurt Angle and Brother Ray set for tonight.
Jesus,
fucking hell.
Man. Yeah. That's the main event.
Yes.
At one point, I don't know where this got turned into. If Bubba wins, the main event Mafia's over, and the Angle wins, the front line's over.
I guess no one believed that, but yeah, that's probably what they were going for.
That's what they said here. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. I see.
I guess.
Loser leaves town, pretty much, is kind of.
Yeah.
Even though they never bring it up.
Right.
They never mentioned it once. And it's
You're right.
We get a Consequences Creed Q&A webography video.
Tony, you got this one too?
Yeah, if he wasn't a wrestler, he'd be working with autistic kids. That's what he says.
Oh yeah, he said he went to school for that, right? He's actually a super fucking smart dude. Like, he's probably too smart for wrestling, actually.
Yeah, really.
He also said he played trombone for 7 years, which also is...
Yeah, he did that, and then he listens to the way music is made, apparently, instead of
too smart,
random music or whatever. Yeah,
too fucking smart.
His favorite video game is Little Big Planet. All right, whatever.
Now he's playing Little Big Planet currently.
Yeah, it's not his favorite. He's
not
a
real gamer if you like Little Big Planet.
Let him know,
I like
Tony.
Little Big Planet. Fuck you, man. You can jump around as a little sack boy. That's awesome.
Yeah, sack boy. How about these nuts?
Yeah, let him know, Tony.
Now hold
let
on.
him know.
All right.
We'll give him a pass. I was playing Halo 3 at the time. I was playing Little Big Planet.
We'll give him a pass. He says Earthbound is the greatest RPG of all time. That's actually a poser answer. Nobody actually played Earthbound.
Nobody played Earthbound.
He heard that online somewhere.
You leave him alone. You're hurting him.
This dude's reading Reddit threads talking about Earthbound.
Yeah, Earthbound
he was on
great.
Dig.
Yeah, in 2008, you could not get your hands on a copy of Earthbound. Bullshit.
Earthbound.
You probably grew up with it, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, all right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I got that Japan fucking import Earthbound. Crazy,
His favorite movie is Office Space, Super Troopers, Anchorman again. Everybody loves Anchorman.
Everyone loves Anchorman.
He loves Lamp.
In life, he loves his family and achieving his goals. He's a goal-oriented guy.
I love doing that.
Growing up, he wanted to be a wrestler. That's it. Never want to do anything else. Just wrestle. He loves wrestling.
That's awesome.
Dude, always wrestling.
He said, why did it zoom in on his face and different? He goes, because we love Lamp. And it zoomed in on his face and changed the colors.
Say that.
They were crazy there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
His most memorable moment was when AJ called him and told him he was going to be at Bound for Glory in 2007, which is
Me too.
Cool.
Why did AJ call him there?
Creed used to be in the crowds of the TNA shows.
Yeah, he was with the Tao guy.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
No way,
awesome.
Tao guy and Creed? That's awesome. If he had a superpower, he would love to teleport, he says.
What would yours be?
We live in the real world. All right, the housing market crashed in 2008.
That's true.
Oh, I wasn't there, I guess.
My superpower.
That was your superpower.
My superpower is to be debt free in 2008.
My superpower was blissful ignorance.
Yeah, when you're a kid, man, everything's good. Rainbow, sunshine, nothing.
Hell yeah, that shit was awesome. That's why I understood James is my age. How does James fucking know?
Unfortunately, my house was foreclosed in 2008, so thanks for bringing it up, Johnny.
Tony, thank you. I went the same shit. Our 401k is gone. I couldn't even afford Little Big Planet. I was selling Swishahouse tapes trying to get by.
That's awesome.
That was actually a pretty interesting one. I think it's probably because we just know him now.
That's he's one of the boys. Yeah. That's all holds up, actually. Like he still loves Jackie Chan.
Awesome.
Except I don't believe that Earthbound bullshit. He never played that game. I don't believe it.
Or we can Little Big Planet. You want to play Halo 3?
Nobody played Earthbound in 2008. Come on.
Listen, not always on the stress playing Halo,
bro. I will rock
bro.
you in Halo 3, bro. I will
Why
rock
are you threatening me? Are you threatening
me? I
me?
would take you down, bro. If you want a solo match, I will take you down, bro. Blackout 1-on-1, I will run you.
No one said otherwise. What the
fuck? I will take you down.
Who are you talking
to?
Look, if you want to step, really? Because I keep hearing about this, man. I'm talking about Creed. I keep hearing all this about this Halo 3, so I'm just saying,
You're hearing that about him?
Yeah, that's what I heard right then in this Consequences Creed Q&A video.
I must have missed that
Little
part.
Big Planet, man. Little Big Planet.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
Halo in that
still
game.
reeling from the 2008 market crash.
Big Planet, right? Yeah.
I ain't playing that game. I play Halo 3. And if you really,
I played Little Big Planet.
Meet me 1-on-1, man.
No,
really?
I don't want.
We'll settle it.
I don't want.
BRs only. Rifles on map.
Challenging.
I just want to. What's wrong with Little Big Planet? And why you got to compare it to Halo? There's nothing fucking there, bro. Little Big Planet's a fun little game.
I will run you, bro.
Bro, I don't want to fucking play Halo.
I will take you down.
No, it's cool, bro.
15-minute time limit. I only need 7.
We're good, bro. Look at little Sack Boy,
15 minutes and what?
Look at Halo? Look at him. Look at
15 minutes.
Look at him.
Sackboy is cool, man.
Hanging out, man. Sackboy, bro. He had 3 little bit.
What the fuck is this, bro?
Little bit. What? A little bit. Sackboy.
Bro, is this do 1-on-1?
No, man. Stop threatening everybody with
that's
the fucking Halo.
1v1 in PlayStation Battle Royale with Sackboy.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't want that.
Tell him, Tony.
So we go backstage. Samoa Joe says, "No way,
you are crazy,
bro.
This venue. You are crazy, you fat bastard."
He's like, "Yeah."
Brother says, "Listen, I don't really want you to leave, but I gotta do what I gotta do, and I'll be doing my thing."
Damn.
He says, "I know you guys got my back. I just need you to do me a favor. Listen to the vet and go be a fan."
Listen to the vet.
Oh, fuck, man.
And Machine Gun say, "Yeah, you got that. We're out of here. See ya. We're gone."
Yeah, that is awesome because they're bad guys apparently, and they did not get. But by the way, they did not get fucking booed even once when they were out there. Like Mick Foley, we will kill you. We will fucking kill you. Woo! Motor City, the hand that feeds.
Yeah,
the hand that feeds.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, so they're not getting booed.
So Ray says, "If you walk out that door, Joe, they'll follow you, and I need you to do this for me." So Joe leaves, and everyone goes except Devon. Devon said, "Where do you think I'm gonna go, bro? You taking too many chair shots of the head." And Bubba Ray says, "Yes, yes, I did." And Devon says, "You think those morons aren't gonna be at ringside?" And Ray says, "Listen, man, Kurt is a legitimate gold medalist. He beat an Iranian and brought the gold medal back to the U.S. There has to be good left in him." What the hell does that mean?
That's true. That's what he was talking about.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So we go backstage again because
we're staying backstage. Sorry about that.
We're not going nowhere. Kurt is shaking everyone's hand in the main event Mafia as they leave the arena.
Yeah, he said, "I made a promise I'm gonna whoop Brother Ray's ass," and Kurt says, "It won't take me long." And then Booker gets in his face. What does he even say here?
I don't even know what he said. Booker says, I don't even believe these guys, bro. There is no way.
I think he says, brother race from the streets. He'll get down with you.
Yourself, brother race from the streets. He'll get down with you.
He'll get down with you. Yeah, all right.
Kevin Nash said, I'll order some food for him. Curse, I want a steak.
Oh,
Big Buck
awesome.
style.
Oh, no, hold on. Now we can't.
Kevin Nash said, fuck you then. I'm not getting you food.
Yeah, Kevin Nash is like, you're fighting Bubba Ray? Okay, I'll go get some food.
That's so bad. That's a horrible main event, man. I'm going to head out.
I'm not staying home for this one. Yeah,
I live like 50 minutes from the venue. I'm going to head out.
Detroit needs heroes.
That's not even Bully Ray either. This is Brother Ray.
Brother Ray, yeah.
This is Brother Ray.
He's in the AJ Styles outfit.
Yeah, man. They gave away those shirts for free.
Fucking hell.
Ain't nobody buying those.
No.
So we go backstage. Lisa Ann has made over the girls.
We're still back here. Sarah Palin says, you look like Jackie O. And Angelina says, who the hell is that? And Palin says, you know. No, they don't.
No way.
Says, you look like Beyonce. The beautiful people pretend to be happy about it. And Cute Kip says, okay, girls, you two look better than Beyonce. But listen, this is not fucking Sarah Palin. This is not her. And Angelina takes the mic before he can really even say that. And he says, we know we haven't been paying you much attention, but we're going to go to the White House. And Palin says, we got to put on the finishing touches, and you'll look like royalty, like me and Hillary. So let's go. All right.
Yep. We get a Feast or Fire pre-tape here.
Oh, yes. Recap of the whole shebang here.
And then we go to the ring for the Feast or Fire Town Hall.
JB is in the ring. It's Homicide. It's Hernandez and Curryman.
This is the craziest group of dudes I've ever seen.
Curryman is throwing up LAX signs.
That is crazy.
The Feast of Fire cases are all there, and Summer is also in the ring, I believe is her name. And JB says, one of these briefcases contains an X Division title shot, a world title shot, and one of you will be fired immediately. And Hernandez is up first. They put a spotlight on it, and they lower the lights. And they're talking about it, they're hyping it up. There's ominous music playing. And the briefcase opens. Hernandez gets a world title shot with the mustache. That's fucking right, baby.
Oh, my God, I can't believe it. He did it again.
Unbelievable. Hernandez grabs the case, and he's flipping out. He's jumping around. He's very, very fucking happy about this. And JB asks Curryman and Homicide if they're ready to open the briefcases, and they are. And he says, Summer, let's go on and open up the final two briefcases when we come back from commercial break.
Boo, you bastard. Okay.
Curryman's case is up next. You have a 50-50 shot here. Curryman is holding up his name card. This is me. I'm Curryman. And he wants the title shot. And the briefcase is opened. And Curryman is fired. Homicide gets the X Division title shot. The crowd seems to be cheering about this. They don't really seem to understand what's going on. They are saying fuck off. JB says, what do you think of this? And Curryman says, thank you. This is good. And JB says, not good. Not good at all.
Not good at all.
We have security here to escort you from the building. We're going to send you back to New Japan. And Curryman says, no.
You won't take me alive.
No. Curryman loves TNA. I want to sign a new contract with TNA. And JB says, best of luck in your future endeavors. And Curryman says, thank you. That is good. Yes. And JB says, no. No, sorry about that.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Fuck it up. We're going to send you back to New Japan.
No.
Please don't.
Reminder, they have an active working relationship with New Japan. And they go, we're going to send you back to New Japan. No. No.
Don't do that to me.
So yeah, that was pretty good. That's probably the best Feast or Fire thing they ever do. I think it actually gets worse after that.
Absolutely.
We get TNA Cross the Line pre-tape.
Propaganda style.
And then we get Christy Hemi versus Sojourner Bolt.
So how long until they stop calling her Sojourner Bolt?
Sojo.
Is it when Scott Steiner gets a hold of this name? Is that what happens here? Because she's
the group known as Confucius.
You're right. Fuck, that's probably when it was.
It probably was, honestly.
This is actually a fucking decent little match here. I feel like I don't remember too many Christy Hemi matches, but she was working here. She was
her and Sojo Bolt were going kind of crazy.
Hemi's kipping up at a head scissors, like just locking her on her own. Sojo hits a big ol' elbow for a 2 count. Hemi's doing matrix ducks on clotheslines and then taking her out with clotheslines of her own. She does like a scorpion kick and drop kicks the shit out of her. She goes to the second. Sojo cuts her off, throws her in a match. She goes for a powerbomb. Hemi rolls through, and pins her suicide finisher style. And Hemi gets the win.
There is a slap after the match.
Dude. Fuck. She slaps the dog shit out of Christy Hemi.
Yeah, and Christy Hemi full mounts her, starts hitting her. Ref pull apart. I guess this is going to be on Genesis.
Cat fight. I would assume so. I will take a look, but yeah, I would assume that's the case. Yeah.
And then we go backstage.
Fucking hell, man. What? Oh no. Is it Genesis 09? It would have been right in Charlotte.
Right. Yeah.
ODB, Roxy, and Taylor Wilde defeat the Kongtaraj.
Confucius.
So it's Kongtaraj is happening pretty fucking soon, I guess.
God damn, Confucius is crazy. We go backstage. Curryman asks Lauren, where is his TNA Fire Championship match?
He says, where are we going? Why is there security? And Lauren says, yeah, you opened the case and said fired. Kermit says, yes. Homicide gets the X Division title shot. I get the fired title.
That's awesome.
Lauren says, no way. This means you're unemployed now. And Kermit says, no. Fired. I need this job. I don't want to leave. I love TNA. I love you. One last dance. Save me. Save me.
That is crazy. They took him into the back room. This is where New Japan is the closet in the Impact Zone.
They carry him into the Black Rain room. No.
Holy.
And then they do a Curryman tribute video.
That is crazy.
It's awesome. I love this.
Yeah. It's a Thanks for the Memories video package.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a sad song, instrumental playing the best moments of Curryman doing burning hammers and dancing. And then it ends with saying, Curryman, 2008 to 2008, we hardly knew ye. That was
awesome.
So good.
Curryman is so over in Japan, by the way, also. Like, Curryman was a very, pretty over here, too.
Yeah. He was super over in Japan, actually. Yeah. He was in the video games, all that shit.
Yeah, you see masks everywhere in Japan, like in wrestling stores and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's unbelievable, honestly.
And then we go into the main event, which is Brother Ray versus Kurt Angle.
They don't describe it as the main event. They call it the TNA Impact featured contest. So I don't know if they were like, this sucks, we shouldn't call this a main event, or if they were trying to not say main event match anymore for some reason.
Yeah, maybe.
Featured contest is a cool name, though. I like that. So Brother Ray is in the ring. He's waiting on Kurt. He's staring him down, but Kurt's not coming out. He's not coming up through the Kurt elevator, the Cody Vader. Kurt jumps him from behind. Son of a bitch.
Oh, son of a bitch.
At one point, Kurt back suplexes Brother Ray, and Mike Tenay sells it like Hogan slamming Andre.
As he should.
Fuck. Bubba hits a release German suplex on Kurt that I thought fucking killed him, man. He just dumps him on his fucking head. It was crazy. He also backdrops Kurt over the top rope. That was a very scary bump. Looked scary as hell.
This man was not... He was... I don't even know if you classify Kurt Angle as, living at this point. This guy was just in a different realm.
He is legit just a machine. Wrestling machine is actually not just a nickname for him here. Dude, he is actually functioning on I don't know what.
Every single spot was 100%. No, I'm gonna not give you so much on this one. Bubba hit a 2-line hip toss comeback, and Kurt Angle did the Perk Angle flip almost out of the ring.
Kurt almost flies over the rope from how hard he fucking takes that hip toss. Yeah, dude.
Crazy, man. Yeah,
insane.
This dude's different.
Bubba dumps him over the top, which was also a scary bump. They're fighting up the ramp. It's not fighting up the ramp, fighting beside the ramp. Kurt's standing in front of the LED board. Bubba rushes him and then dives at him, crushes himself through the stage. I feel like the crowd didn't react at all. I don't know if they didn't see it or what.
No, it was probably hard to see because it was under the ramp or next to the ramp, so half the crowd couldn't even see it.
Goes underneath the ramp. We go to commercial. We come back. Brother Ray is gushing blood for some reason.
He got that commercial juice.
What the fuck happened here? I didn't know.
He went through the board, man. He went through the board.
He gigged off the board?
Hell yeah. That happens all the time when I run through boards.
Why are you running through boards?
I run through a board by accident. I gig myself every time.
On purpose. Okay.
Hard way gig.
So they're fighting.
They're
Chris style gig
with the fries.
Yeah, fries on top.
They're fighting to the back. The referee is ringing for the bell. The match is over here, but they're still brawling. Security. They're in the parking lot area. Security's trying to stop them. But Brother Ray just attacks him. He's fucking... Oh, they fight... He throws him into a trailer. Kurt Angle sells it, falls to the ground very slowly, and goes,
That shit hurt. That took him out of the Matrix. He said, fuck,
he's crazy,
man.
Yeah.
Holy shit, now he's in the real world. Now he's outside he ain't in the perk world no more.
He's throwing them into the catering chairs and tables they describe it at. He's just throwing them all over the place. Security come up to try to stop Brother Ray. He attacks all of them in the most fluent 3-man punch combo I've ever seen. He punches one, kicks another, spins around, punches another. Most coordinated I've ever seen Brother Ray. And then Kurt is laying there, and Brother Ray stares at him and he says, I swear to God, if you didn't have a wife and kids, I'd kill you. I would end your career right now. He said, I'm going to end this for the front line. And Kurt said, hold on now, let's talk this out. I'm not even with the Mafia. And Brother Ray says, what the fuck are you talking about? And Kurt Angle smiles, and then Kevin Nash hits him in the back with a 2x4. You are a dumb bastard.
This is the craziest beatdown of all time.
You got to describe the Steiner part of this.
This is crazy. So everyone's just trying to, everyone here is just giving them like little kicks, or they might come in, try to hit him with something, a little object. Steiner is insane here. Steiner comes in with a steel pipe, and he hits Bubba like 7 times in a row with a steel pipe.
In the midsection, just smashes him with it.
So they're going, he walks away for a second. Everyone's kind of like pepper him just a little bit, just pepper him or whatever. Scott Steiner comes off screen with a trash can that he picked up and throws it at Bubba in a weight belt. Scott Steiner is in a weight belt this whole time, just so everybody knows.
And a big bad booty daddy shirt and glasses.
He's got the fucking little sweatpants on. This is crazy, man. Scott Steiner came out of his dressing room and just started throwing trash cans at people. This is awesome.
So he hits him with a trash can. Sting leaves, by the way. He has had enough of this. He's sick of seeing Scott Steiner take liberties.
Out of here, yeah.
Booker drags Brother Ray to the dumpster. Off screen, Steiner walks up and starts hitting him in the head with a chair.
They're taking liberties on this dude,
what
man.
The fuck?
Stupid ass Brother Ray.
So Brother Ray breaks free, rushes over, attacks Kevin Nash specifically, but then they jump him some more, and then they just dump Brother Ray into the dumpster. And Scott Steiner looks over and says, "That's right, bitch, we're the main event Mafia." And then
the craziest shit I ever seen in my life. This whole shit was crazy, man. So the main event Mafia dumps Bubba Ray Dudley up and over into the dumpster.
Backdrops him into it.
This shit is way too full, by the way.
Oh my God.
Than you.
Yeah. There's a bunch of bullshit in there.
He's bleeding. He's in the dumpster. And I can't even believe it. The camera pans, and I knew.
I felt it.
Yes, it was like a Spidey sense. Yeah. It was almost like I knew what was coming next. It pans around for a second. It's looking around. Kurt's looking around. He's chilling. He ain't said nothing yet, and I still know where this is going.
I was almost worried the show was going to end without it.
Yeah, like they cut it or something.
Yeah.
But they did not cut it. So it pans out for a second, comes back around, and Kurt says, "Nobody messes with the main event Mafia." Yeah!
He is bleeding. For some reason, I never noticed that part in all my years of you saying that and sending me that clip. I never realized it was Bubba Ray's blood.
I can't even believe this. It was crazy, man. It was even crazier with the moment, I think.
Yeah, it was absolutely, because it didn't feel like it. I feel like that's a whole different, like, that's like an isolated thing that happened on its own for some reason, and having it in context makes it even more insane, because that's how they ended the episode too.
Yeah, that's
the show ends at that.
He says yeah, and then they go, all right, it's all right.
Yeah, we're out of here. See you next week. Fucking insane. Unbelievable. Yeah. So this is TNA going into 2009, man. Yeah, things are
making money too at this point.
Yeah, they were, right? I thought so.
Yeah. They're making money, and then they weren't anymore. So
sorry about that. But there you go. That was TNA Impact for December 11th, 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do it. Sorry about that. I'll remember that.
Yeah. You gotta get deep in there.
There you go. I appreciate that.